Bloody bones, dude. Be careful.
Are these? Oh, are these like Smarties?
There's something. I don't know what they are. They're very hard. I'll tell you that. Yeah, give me those bones.
I would literally rather eat a bloody bone. Or, that is an accurately named
Pretty
candy.
good. You want a bloody bone, dude?
It's like a worse Smartie. It's like a 7-Eleven brand Smartie.
Dude, bloody bones.
You've brought better candy, Eric. I'm just gonna say that.
I definitely have brought better candy.
Not your best pick.
Yeah, the ultimate studio snack, I think, is always going to be goldfish with Swedish fish mixed inside of it.
Right.
That shit is dope.
It is dope, and it's not just dope as like a joke dope. It's like actually dope.
Yeah, dude, you go swimming with the fishes.
Have you guys seen the No Lack Challenge? Tell me you've seen
In
it.
Chicago?
Yeah.
Yeah. That shit's insane.
It's so fucking crazy.
That
What
shit's
is it?
crazy.
You have to see this shit.
Just look up No Lackin challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I have seen this, dude.
Yeah, dude,
It's so fucking crazy.
Hey, y'all know what the fuck was going on right now, right?
Shorty want a loaf on the phone with his
Hey,
bill.
it's
He
me,
thinking shake
Leelend.
that ass time.
Keep talking.
Check, check.
Man, this No Lack Challenge is crazy. It's like
Yeah,
I
bitch.
mean-
Yeah. Where you going? Where you going?
Oh,
Where you
shit.
going?
I
Where
haven't
you
seen
going?
this.
Oh, you got that bitch on him. I'm going out here for Labor Day. My boy, niggas in the league don't keep it on. Let's see Chirac shit. Yeah, y'all loafing. Yeah. Oh shit, they got the bitches on them.
yeah. I mean, you would only do that to your
I ain't got
friends.
you. So I ain't got you. Yeah.
Well, they're going 12.
What? Tell goofy.
Hey.
Damn.
Is that cop Lackin? Oh no, he's not.
Here, come kidnap your mom. Free that boy, we here shoot
I mean,
you
like
in your
you would
tongue.
only do that to your
They can't never
friends.
say we ain't
Just to-
posted on.
I mean,
So they
like,
won't shoot you.
Maybe he's
If you
friends
do
with
that
the
to a
cop,
random
dude.
person,
Yeah.
they're going to try to shoot back.
yeah, they're gonna try and shoot back. They're gonna try and get off first.
If they're not lacking.
Yeah, if they're not lacking. But I mean, like you gotta make sure your friends aren't lacking. It's like
And also, you got to say it with a smile. You can't
Yeah.
just go and be like, yell, like, fuck you, you lacking. You gotta be like, yeah, you know you're lacking,
Yeah.
right?
I didn't believe that like I saw that on the Vine comps before. I didn't believe it was real. I was like, there's no
It's
fucking way
crazy,
you could
yo.
just do this.
Man, me and Matt were watching Matt Brown. We were watching.
I guess the
First-
cell phone's a dead giveaway if they're taking
Yeah,
a
yeah.
video. But I don't know. Some people are crazy. They
Yeah,
could just be like-
some people just want to capture it.
Yeah,
Facebook Live that body they caught.
yeah. Jeez. Were you and Matt watching?
We were watching First 48, and this guy,
that?
You don't know what First 48 is? A show about like,
It's like crime.
yeah, it's like true crime shit trying to bust people.
I've heard the name. I haven't seen it though.
So like these guys, someone gets murdered at like a auto body shop. Like they play pool behind the place, and like there was an argument, and this guy he breaks up the fight, and the guy that was like instigating the fight went and got like a Mac 10
Whoa.
and comes back, and like the two dudes that like obviously he was there for, like they tried to get to their cars. And one guy was like, I was trying to get to my car so I could get my shit, and then this guy was just trying to leave, you know, because he was just like a good dude,
yeah.
like he was like a grandfather or some shit. The
Jesus.
dude that ended up getting killed.
Oh shit!
But I mean, like he was lacking. His friend was just playing.
He was
His
lacking.
friend was just playing without his
Yeah.
shit, but he was lacking.
Fuck. Damn, dude.
Dude, I don't know if I can handle that one. I think we should go back to the ice bucket challenge.
It'd
Dude.
be
Way less
sick to have
dangerous.
a Mac 11 though, dude. Or
Right.
a Mac 10 or whatever, dude. Those shits look dope.
It was so dumb though, because the guy that did it, he had used that same Mac 10 in like an assault back in like 2000s. Like, why did he still have the gun? Like,
Jesus Christ. Or at least maybe that's like his bad boy gun.
Right.
Maybe it's just like, it's already tainted.
These aren't true stories, though, right?
yeah, it's
No, it
absolutely
was
These are?
the first
yeah.
48. Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
it's first 48, dog.
It's the first 48 hours after that crime or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah,
Oh
they're just
my
trying. Yeah,
gosh, dude. I didn't know that show existed.
Yeah,
I
it's
gotta check
crazy.
it out.
You ever heard of 60 Minutes?
I have heard of 60
Okay,
Minutes.
dude. I'm just checking time-related shows. No one has another one.
No,
Fuck,
I'm out of it.
24 hours. No, 24. 24. 24, dude. That's one.
You
fucking-
know the Kiefer Sutherland vehicle. 24 hours.
I think it's like stuck in a rock or something.
Third Rock from the Sun. That's not a time.
128 hours.
Oh,
though,
yeah,
right?
that's, yeah.
Or
127 hours. That's the one where the guy cuts off his arm in the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, just a numbers
Memento.
podcast now.
Math
One,
majors love us.
2,
2,
3, 4.
We can
5.
keep doing this.
Got an hour to fill. 6.
Wait,
7.
do you guys talk? Do you guys talk in your podcast, or do you just strictly jam?
Yeah, we talk, but we also
About
jam.
jamming?
About everything.
Singing, or?
No, like we'll just like be just talk for a little bit and then jam. Like most of the podcast is jamming.
That's it.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
kind of sick if you guys just like had a regular ass podcast. You just jammed
talked about
underneath
jamming.
it. Ding, ding,
Oh,
ding,
what?
ding, ding, ding. You're like, yeah,
Yeah.
how's that coffee?
You don't.
Like, how's that coffee?
Just fucking talk about jamming. You never
Yeah.
actually jam.
Yeah, just
It's
never
like,
actually
dude, jamming's
jam.
so great.
Dude, I
like, I
fucking
No,
love.
but you are jamming. You're jamming the whole time, but you're just talking.
How many episodes have you guys done?
We've only done one actually. We tried to do another one this past week, but our
You
guest
just kept
failed on
doing
us.
pre-rehearsed shit.
Yeah, yeah. It was just like, oh, dude, like I'm working on this tune.
Dude, we're just
covers.
doing last week's.
Oh, so you go, oh yeah. Who was telling me? I think it was you that was telling me last time you were here. You were saying you were going to start that up.
Yeah,
And you're going to have a guest on every week. So you guys just won't do it if you don't have a guest?
Yeah, I mean, like it'll just be like me
Who's
and
the
Jordan
first
just like
guest?
jamming. We had Archie on,
Fuck yeah.
and fuck, I can't. She's this real talented musician. Like she's a guitarist, fucking amazing. I'll fucking
Scoop it up right now.
yeah, if I could find my fucking phone, got it.
Did it fall into the ether?
Dude, we're all wearing black jeans. It's dope.
I'll send you a link to it.
Dope. Do a LFTS podcast at gmail.com.
Have you guys released them yet?
No,
Ooh.
yeah, I'm giving you a sneak peek, baby.
Dude, unreleased
Ooh.
exclusive. What's the podcast called?
So we're probably
Everything
gonna
is
get
satire.
fucked on it. Because I think there's a football podcast with like a similar name.
Jam.
It's
The
like,
ESPN Power Hour.
it's NFL loves guitars now. No, it's fuck, I can't fucking find this thing.
The halftime show.
Are you looking up the name to your own podcast right now?
No. I'm looking up for this episode so I could send it to you. Can I send it to you like via Messenger or something?
Yeah, sure. That's
Yeah.
fine.
That works.
Or just do it to Jimmy's, I guess, because he's logged in.
Yeah.
True. I
But
didn't
it's-
know Jordan played music.
Yeah, Jordan's fucking sick, dude.
What does he play?
He plays guitar, plays fucking banjo.
He plays
Motherfucker-
banjo?
Yeah, this motherfucker plays banjo.
Yo.
He plays the keys.
Wait, where is he from?
I
Is he
want to
from
say
a banjo place. I thought he was from somewhere in Maryland.
Yeah, he's like from like somewhere close to Silver Spring. I think like Bethesda.
yeah,
The
it's
podcast
Southern
is
Maryland.
called In the Pocket.
I
In the
guess.
Pocket.
In the
Okay, I
pocket.
can see how that
dude.
could totally be.
That
That's
could
a
be a
great.
banjo town for sure.
First of all, that's a really good name. I really like it.
Thanks, man.
Not even bullshitting.
The
But
NFL
second of all,
also. The NFL thinks the
definitely
same
has
thing.
that in the pocket.
Yeah.
It's an NFL podcast that talks about jamming. They've already cornered the market.
I just sent you a link. Like if you play like the
Oh, I
first
heard
like
it.
couples, the first like minute, it's like a jam.
How long are the eps?
That one we're trying to get it to like 30 minutes. That one's like I feel like.
Hey, what's up, guys? I am Leelend Clayton, here with my co-host, and
got
this
it in
is
stereo,
In the
dude.
Pocket.
Yeah.
In the Pocket, baby.
Both of them are on this. Yeah. So it's me, Archie, Christy, and Jordan jamming.
Who's on everything?
I'm on the synth. Christy's on guitar. Archie's on bass, and Jordan's on guitar.
Yeah, this is sick.
And like sick. Like I had never jammed with her. Like I don't think Jordan's jammed with her before. Like
It's a really cool concept too, because it's just like you never know what you're gonna get. You're just jamming.
yep.
Yeah.
That's dope. How are you guys recording it?
Just on like a task cam.
Is everybody individually mic'd up?
No. Only so we were all recording off like the external mics on the task cam, and then Jordan was mic'd up because he was sitting like behind it.
Okay. That's the only critique I could even have.
Yeah.
Just the audio.
Relaxing music.
Right?
I could totally see, dude. This could like, I could totally see what being into this. Like, absolutely.
Thanks, man. I was talking to Jordan. Eventually, like it would be cool to do it live.
Where do you guys record?
In Jordan's basement.
Sick. Dude, if you guys want to do one here, we can like mic up all the instruments and shit like
Dude,
that.
that'd be sick.
Yeah.
I mean, like Jordan lives like right in Parkville, so.
Eric, this is what we gotta do, dude. We gotta fucking have a jamming podcast.
Dude, we could turn this episode into a jamming episode.
We're just gonna leave this on in the background. Official crosscast.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, check.
Check.
Eventually, it's gonna be some conversations. Like we do 3 jams an episode, and like break it up with like interviews.
Oh, so you interviewed Chrissy McDonald? Is she a comic?
She's just a guitarist. She plays in like bands and shit.
How do you guys
know
meet her?
Jordan knows her.
Nice.
Because Jordan played in bands and shit for a long time, I think.
He's only like 22, dude.
Yeah.
He's not. Is he still trying to do music at all?
I don't know.
Or I know he's like
I
super.
mean, like he's doing like graphic
crushes
design.
graphics, yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, like he's doing graphic design and comedy. So, like I would jam with Ian. Like I would go over to Ian's and jam all the time.
Ian
Sawyer's.
Ian jams?
Yeah.
What
Ian pretty much taught me how to play music, dude. Like I didn't play guitar.
What does he
until
play?
He plays guitar and the keys.
Are you serious, dude?
Yeah.
That's sick.
I think we talked about it with him, like, cause he played Guitar Hero, a rock band, so much that he just learned the guitar. He ended up just learning it.
I don't know.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised that we've never had that conversation, like me and Ian, dude. I had no clue.
Yeah, dude. Like Ian pretty much taught me how to play, and then like I started playing with Archie, and then I learned, you know,
Archie's really dope.
Yeah, Archie's dope as fuck. Yeah, like Jordan would hang out over there, and like we would all just be jamming. So
Oh,
like,
yeah.
let's start this podcast.
Did you and are you guys trying to get Ian on soon?
Yeah, dude. Like Ian, when I remember when me and Jordan were like spitting it like back and forth, and Ian's right there, and he hated the idea.
Dude, he wanted it in.
Yeah. It's like, dude, we're jamming anyway. Like,
I actually had a conversation with Ian about like what kind of podcasts he liked. He's not a big fan of free flowing anything.
Yeah,
in terms of podcasts.
Ian likes structure, man.
He described to me the podcast he used.
That's why whenever I see Ian, I establish rules.
Yeah. Here's what we're gonna talk about from 9 to 9:36. After that, we're gonna change the subject. No, he was describing to me this podcast as an example of like something he liked, and it's called Star Wars Minute.
Never heard of it.
Me neither. But literally, it's apparently where every episode they do like an hour episode about 1 minute of the Star Wars movies. Like they just pick 1 minute of the scene, 1 minute out of the whole thing, and just do like an entire episode. And the first thing that came to my mind was like, that sounds terrible, dude. It's like you guys, but that's what he likes, dude.
Yeah,
so he was probably sitting there when you guys are tossing this idea around.
Right.
He was like, "What? That's ridiculous.
Right.
What are you talking about? You're just gonna fucking just go.
You're
just gonna fucking jam."
I understand 1 minute of Star Wars material equaling an hour of podcasting, but to make music out of nothing?
Where's it coming from? How are you?
Seriously,
You're just gonna do it? To each his own. To each his own,
right.
dude. It's whatever. Dude, I would love to do that. I've been doing this show with Eric. This is episode 81, and it's a year and a half in, and nobody has ever, still to this day, invited me on their podcast.
Yeah, dude. You can
To this fucking day, no one has ever been like, "Yo, you want to come be a guest?" We're like,
Come on,
really?
in the pocket.
Dude, you've been on The Darkest, but I guess that's now defunct. I don't know.
Also, I was sitting in this chair in my studio.
Yeah, true.
On a phone. Does not count. Does not count.
Yeah.
True. But if you do their podcast, it's going to be here.
Right. You'd be in that
In
chair.
the studio, maybe. in
One
that
rule:
chair.
if we do a
Also-
podcast, it has to be here. That's why I know I am. Like, he's basically just making us come on his podcast.
Yeah.
I want to invite him on. Maybe another 80 episodes, buddy. I think that'd be fun. And technically, I was a guest on when you and Matt were doing your. Whatever happened with that? It was just-
I don't know what Matt's doing right now. He's on like he's been doing comedy. He's been traveling a lot.
Yeah.
oh, really?
Yeah, he was in Indianapolis.
Shit.
Just like last week or some shit.
Is he just doing? Is he like just doing that on his own? Kind of like, is he with anybody else that's also doing?
No,
that?
he's just going full steam ahead.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
He's just grinding.
that's my man.
Fuck yeah. It's hard to it's hard to get organized and get shit going in terms of like podcasts. You gotta fucking meet up once a week and stuff
Yeah.
like that. It's like, Jesus Christ. Especially if you're in fucking Indianapolis. It's tough.
Right.
For real. For real, for real, for real. Oh, shit. We got Leelend Clayton on the cast.
Yeah, I'm
tonight.
on this couch, y'all.
It's live from the studio.
Hell yeah.
I'm Jimmy Selesky.
Eric Glazer.
We sound like NPR right now.
Eric Glazer. Tonight on Live from the Studio, we have Leelend Clayton from
Leelend Clayton
Broken Diamond
is an
Comedy.
esteemed comedian from the Baltimore area. He
Audience
also hosts
applause.
a podcast called In the Pocket. In the Pocket.
In the pocket, baby. I'm waiting on that cease and desist. I gotta release.
I think you're good, dude. I think you're good. I think if anything, the NFL podcast will cease. I think they'll.
Yeah,
cease
they're
and
gonna
desist.
change
They'll
their
cease
shit.
to exist, dude.
Hey.
Because you're
I
just going to
think-
get so big.
Goddamn
Look,
right.
just because they are an NFL podcast doesn't mean that they're run by the NFL.
True.
If it's run by the NFL, you're fucked.
Oh,
If
yeah,
the NFL hits you up
True.
like,
yeah, they're
yo,
gonna make me and Jordan play. No, you guys are in the NFL.
They might have it trademarked. You should check that out.
Right, yeah.
They're gonna fucking franchise tag you guys. You know? But if they're just some dudes who made an NFL podcast,
Right, then yeah.
fuck them,
yeah.
dude. Even though that their name is super appropriate and also
Right.
good.
Yeah, it's a good fucking name. Like,
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can use it
if-
for a lot of stuff.
yeah.
If if the little TM in their logo looks photoshopped on,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
good.
It can be an investment podcast. That wouldn't quite make sense.
be a-
in the pocket, dude.
In the pocket.
Could be a
Could be
podcast about finding money in your
a
laundry.
portable gaming podcast.
In the pocket. It could really be for anything, dude.
Yeah.
Could be anything really. Could just be what's about what's in your pocket. Could just
Exactly.
be
Yeah,
like an
just like, what do
everyday
you got?
carry podcast.
You come in,
Yeah.
you just empty your
That
pockets,
would
and
be
you talk about it
that'd
for
be
an
a good
hour.
podcast. Yeah.
I've
It's
seen like fucking GQ do like YouTube videos about that.
yeah,
bullshit.
like what are you carrying in your bag?
Yeah, they'll just be like, "Hey, 2 Chainz, empty your pockets."
It's like run your shit.
They have
2
a
Chainz.
gun in his face.
That's you lacking, bro.
You lack. Don't lack. That would be a good podcast. I'd watch the fuck out of that.
Rob people.
Fucking podcast by armed robbery.
Dude, do you watch that Boone K shit on Instagram? Have you seen that?
No.
It's like fucking. So it's like it started off as this guy just like, doing like the random 7-Eleven shit where they like jump on the chip count like thing, or like he like just got in the back of Popeyes and made his own meal one time and just walked out, or he'll just like walk in, say like Boone K gang shit, and then walk out with something not paying or whatever. But
Dude,
like. He started getting like these Joker tattoos, and he's like starting to like just ham it up crazy. And I feel like eventually his pranks are just gonna be that. They're just gonna be
Just
him
gonna
like
be him
robbing
blowing up a
people or
hospital.
like,
Oh,
like
shit.
burning a
Stealing
giant stack
school
of money.
The thing is, weren't there already guys who would like?
We don't
do
need
that
more
shit?
fucking jokers, man.
Yeah, but like
I don't like prank. I like jokers. I'm not a big fan of fucking pranksters, dude.
they didn't have
It makes
like
me uncomfortable.
I mean, like that's
persona
not even a
behind
prank
them.
though. Like if you're just like fucking some shit up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like if you watch
So-
Impractical Jokers, at the end it's like, okay, we were just fucking with you.
Yeah.
But this one, it's like, no,
And
that
they're
guy
just fucking
actually
with each
robbed my
other.
store
Yeah.
on camera.
The Impractical Jokers, they're just making fun of each other. They're not like hurting anyone else.
Exactly. Even Impractical Jokers, I like watch it, and I always feel like slightly awkward when like the people.
I'm so embarrassed for
Yeah.
I know. I'm just like, oh no, dude. I don't know, but like the whole Boone K shit, that's nothing new. And the thing is, anybody can do it.
Right.
If
but,
you're shameless enough,
Yeah.
but that's like what fucking like Instagram comedy is coming to. Like it's like
Yeah.
it's a fucking joke.
yeah.
But they had those guys. Like when YouTube vlogging was cool, they would just go out and like start fights with dudes.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And they would like actually like one of the guys pulled out a gun.
Oh shit.
You remember that?
No.
Yeah.
It was-
Well, it was like those prank videos, but a bunch of that shit was staged.
You
Oh,
think
yeah,
so?
I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about. Yeah.
I mean, fuck, dude.
But like, yeah, those prank videos definitely like they ran out of ideas quick, and they're just like, let's just go fuck with people.
Yeah, let's just
like,
go
what
fuck
if
some
we
shit up.
just said the N-word in Compton?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like
Stuff
it's a
Yeah.
prank. It's
Yeah.
a prank, bro.
Right.
Stop.
that shit like blows my mind. Like it's kind of like the same thing. I would compare it to like those guys who were like good at gymnastics and like good at parkour and shit, and they just like go up on top of a building and like hang off the side and stuff like that.
Dude,
Yeah.
I hate that
I
shit.
hate
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah.
It's like
I don't.
the whole entertainment value of it is that you're putting yourself in danger. Like nothing that you're doing right now would be that cool if you were
Right.
like 2 feet off the ground.
Right.
So instead of like actually being doper, I'm not saying these guys aren't dope at parkour, but it's just like the
And
entire.
It's not even really dope
Yeah,
to
they're-
watch. It's just like
I mean, they're obviously good at climbing stuff, and we get it. But you don't have to fucking.
Dude, I can't believe people fucking do that. Like there was this one guy, Alex Honnold, who was like a rock climber, and he would free climb mountains. Like just like be like, you know,
that shit's kind of dope. I saw that. That was like a Red Bull documentary.
but come on, dude, really? You're gonna fucking with no harness climb up the side of a fucking mountain?
It's pretty badass, man. It's
That's
like,
badass, but it's like
At least he's not like flaunting, you know. He's just like he's climbing it to climb it.
Yeah, it's
not
just like I'm having fun. Some people climb trees. He climbs mountains, man.
I'm not
I don't
doing-
like. I don't like these motherfuckers that are climbing like to
Like,
the top of the Empire
yeah,
State
dude.
Building and shit.
and then just hanging off by one hand
Yeah,
and
just
fucking
like-
like POV vlogging
Right.
and shit. It's like,
I don't
dude,
like
what's the
that shit,
difference?
man.
fucking slip on a banana peel up there.
Because I mean, like, if that dude falls, he's gonna land on like a car and some
Okay.
people and shit.
Sure,
Like
sure,
if this
sure.
dude climbing a fucking mountain falls, he's just gonna fall on a mountain.
Yeah, he's only endangering
Yeah.
himself. But he's obviously doing it for some type of publicity, or else how would anybody know he's doing
no,
it?
dude, I saw
No,
that.
man,
I
this
saw that
motherfucker-
documentary. They
You do that shit for the love, bro.
dude. Yeah, he was living out of a van. Like he like wasn't trying to be anything. He was
Climbing
just-
mountains, doing comedy, same shit.
Yeah.
He was doing. I was gonna say-
No, it's a metaphor.
Oh, I get it. Like or as.
Yeah, man.
Whatever. I don't know, man. It's just I don't see the point in putting your life in that much danger. Like I understand that there's
Some people
like
need that shit.
yeah, it's literally what they call the rush. Like you get a rush from it. You get a rush from like, oh, if I make one false move, everything's over.
Yeah.
And like being on the edge like that is a high, but it's that kind of shit. It's kind of like an addiction because first of all, there's no way that's healthy.
Yeah,
there's no way it's
Because
everyday life is like anything could happen where you could die.
Yeah.
They're just
Yeah.
like too dumb to realize that.
Right,
Exactly.
I'm never
Death
gonna
is
die. I gotta
ever,
push
you're,
the limits.
you're ever
dude.
eluding death. Like,
it's kind of like it's ignorant. It's kind of like I don't know, man. It's just like
Dude, you could just be on the beltway and then your wheel falls off. And
Like,
you're just like,
anything
what's
could happen.
yeah,
I
dude,
think about
what
that
are you
all the
gonna
time when I'm
Fucking
like
potholes.
turning on the beltway and I'm like, dude, what if my car just loses grip and I just fly
Yeah.
into the
Yeah.
other fucking like
yeah,
that shit
anything
could happen. I get a fucking rush and I'm like, that wasn't good. I
dude,
didn't like that.
You just like fucking, I don't know, man.
Yeah, you like normal people. They get a rush. They get angry. They're
Yeah.
like a motorcyclist goes by you too fast. Doesn't even cut in your lane. It's just loud and startles you. You're like, fuck.
It is like where you're just like oh shit, and like
Yeah.
you realize like I don't know, man. I just like wear a rope, dude. Climb the mountain, wear a rope, dude. That way, if you fuck up, you can
At least you'll snap in half. One rope around your waist.
what, dude?
Noose style, so it's snug.
I mean, yeah.
It's better than nothing. It's better than fucking nothing, dude. The guy's wearing
Yeah, it
nothing
is-
right
it's
now.
better than nothing.
At least he got a chance with a rope.
Right. Shit.
Put it on your
Oh,
foot
wearing a
like
rope, that's
surfboard.
unsafe. That's unsafe. You can't wear a rope.
Some people. That's that fucking. What's that movie with those dudes? So they did like the shit. Robin Banks doing extreme shit. Point Break.
Point Break,
Yeah,
yeah.
dude. It's like that shit. Like doing extreme shit.
Yeah, they fucking were snowboarding to their heist or
Right.
whatever. Like,
Yeah.
That shit would be dope. But I don't feel like anybody does that in real life.
Yeah, no one
No, it's
snowboards
just
to a
a
heist. It's
movie,
fucking
dude.
inconvenient.
What are you gonna leave on it?
Right.
The snowboard? You go back uphill.
What, you guys don't have a ski lift? Fucking bank, dude. What kind of bank is this?
Seriously, man.
I'm gonna helicopter out. I've never
Dude,
been in a
where's the
fucking
president's ski lift?
Have you ever been in a helicopter?
No, I've never been in a helicopter. I'd like to.
That's something I feel like.
Dude, I want to learn how to fly. I wanna be able to operate any sort of like machinery. You know what I mean? Like,
Apparently, it's not that difficult to get like just a basic, like to be able to fly a plane.
but it's a lot of hours you got to do.
It's a lot of hours,
Yeah.
yeah. But like guys out in like the Eastern Shore and shit, the guys who fly their planes around their little Cespas, crop dust in their fields and shit, like
Yeah.
they're doing it. Like
Yeah,
you could do it.
Yeah, they're doing it.
You could
Yeah.
fucking
They're
do
doing
it.
it,
And
dude.
you could just
Sure.
take your plane, like there's like no fly zones and stuff, but like you can
Dude,
just
okay,
fly
wait.
like you're driving a car. Just hey.
Have you guys seen
Yeah.
fucking
SWAT
it's
when they land
parasailing?
that- Oh,
Have
no.
you seen that shit?
The people
Talking about the
parasailing?
go-karts that like have the propeller and it lifts you up in the air like a parachute go-kart?
Dude, yeah, it's crazy.
I've never seen this shit.
It's like a big fucking bayou like fan boat, but you strap it on like
And it
the
flies?
seat, and then you have like a fucking parachute.
The parachute
too.
behind the fan, yeah.
Dude,
Scott-
pull that shit up. It looks
Scott
so
showed it to
dope.
and it flies.
Dude, yeah, dude.
Shit.
It looks so dope. And you just like you're just sitting there with your fucking feet out like this and shit, and you're just like zzzz, flying around in the air.
Basically just jumping into the air over the ocean. So sick.
With some salt in it. Yeah, I mean, I respect his game.
I respect that. It's still pretty fucking dangerous, but I would totally do that. That's worth it to me.
That shit looks so much fun.
It does look really fun.
I want to know what it's like to just like I've never that's why I was talking about being in a helicopter earlier. Like I've never been in a position where I'm just like hovering over and like a plane is the closest you get, but literally once you get to a certain height it's just like all blacks out. It's just
Yeah.
nothingness.
Yeah, you get high as fuck.
Dude, I saw one of those paramotor videos where the dude went above the clouds and he was just like fucking.
Isn't it cold up there? Don't you get? It gets
Probably.
colder, and it gets also harder to breathe when you get to a certain height, right? Like you can't breathe in the sky.
Altitude.
Yeah, you get altitude sickness too. Ears could pop and shit.
Yeah.
You could go unconscious while you're flying, which can happen. It has
Dude,
happened.
that's what happened to that Felix Baumgartner
That's what
guy
happened.
that who did the space jump. He like jumped from like the first layer of the stratosphere or whatever, and he said like he started falling. And he like blacked out for a couple seconds, and then came to from hearing his headset. People going like, "What's up? What's up?" Like we saw your vitals get weird.
That's what happened to Amelia Earhart, dude.
Shit, dude.
Actually, we don't know that, but I think that's what happened to Amelia. I think she went unconscious.
Yeah, I think she went on her period.
Lady problems.
Yeah, dude. Nah, I'm JK.
No, she might have.
I love periods.
I don't know. I think that could have been it. They never found her, which is crazy. But I think that she went down in the Bermuda Triangle, which apparently means that I don't even know what the Bermuda Triangle is.
Dude,
Dude,
like
you
shit
know
just
what it
goes
is?
there and gets lost, man.
Fucking, know what else is a triangle? Pyramids, dude.
pyramid scheme.
Follow
dude.
the money.
Pyramid schemes, pyramids.
Dude, I
Bermuda
researched
Triangle.
pyramid schemes all day today.
Like, I gotta find a new job.
You got any good ones?
I just like it's cool how the concept works because I'm convinced one of my friends is involved in one,
Oh,
but they
fuck
don't know
yeah.
it.
Who can you name names or no?
My friend's girlfriend.
Okay.
And like
And her name is.
it's girlfriend, but
Oh.
but it's like it's not really a pyramid scheme, but it's like they found a way to make it not a pyramid scheme. Like it's like
So it's like a legitimate business.
apparently there's a very fine line. I think she just got a real job.
I'm happy for her,
But like I don't know, dude. There's just something about it that's fishy to me, man. There's something about it that's just very
Well, let's
fishy.
get
You
down
go
to the
into
bottom of it,
details?
man. What
Yeah.
is it? What's going on? What does she do?
So
Is
she
it
sells
fucking
life
Cutco?
insurance.
Oh,
Because I actually did. I didn't do it, but like I got a call one time when I was like a freshman in college, and they were like, "Hey, your friend Gary Forward said that you would be like a really good pick for this position," and I was like, "Gary Forward? Like I've met him literally one time my entire fucking life."
right.
So that was like the first thing. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
And then I went there. And I'm sitting, and I thought I was a freshman in college. I was studying to be pre-med, so I was like, maybe it's someone that wants me to work at their hospital.
Yeah.
I was like, why would that be the case?
Right.
And so I go there, and they do this presentation. It was for Cutco, and it was actually the product was really dope,
Dude, they make good knives. I have some Cutco knives at home.
Like really dope. Like they were
Dude,
cutting through pennies and shit.
Dude, I do that on the daily. I shouldn't because I use that for food.
Do you do that as like hot knife challenges with it, dude?
I've sliced all my money. I'm broke.
Yeah, dude, I keep
I use that
making
for
those
food.
fucking penny wine keys. It's like I'm gonna go on a picnic one day.
I'm watching it and I was like, damn. But like the tip off is that the way it works is you have to buy the kit so that you can use it for like sales demonstrations, and it's $500.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
And so the key is they hit you with like, all right, so you just pay this initial $500, you get your kit, and then you have to
maybe
and then
you'll sell stuff.
yeah, you get 10% of every sale you make. So if you sell it to 10 people, you've broken even.
Right.
And then if you recruit people, then you get 10% of all their sales and shit
Yeah.
like that. So that's kind of a pyramid scheme because you have to buy in. But this they have this other thing called multi-level marketing, which is technically a pyramid scheme, but like
there's
they
levels, man.
Yeah, there's
Yeah, there's
fucking
pyramid,
levels.
dude.
but basically I'm always wary of any position where you're not actually paid a flat amount, like it's entirely commissions based. That
Right.
shit's sketchy to me.
Yeah, it's sketchy as fuck. Like I mean,
Scopes in Ocean City.
never heard of it.
You ever been to
They
Ocean
go
City?
around and take your
Yeah.
picture.
The guys who run up and down the beach, they're like, "Hey guys, how you doing today? Where you
They
from?"
try to sell you those little key things with the picture in it.
Yeah.
You never seen those guys?
No.
You're lucky, dude, because I hate when I see those guys. I'm like sitting there, I'm like drinking a beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we usually
illegally.
know them. They're usually like people who went to our high school.
Dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? Nobody. The thing is about scopes, it's complete. It's like an obsolete business model. It's like this made sense in the '90s when nobody was bringing their film camera.
Oh, it's those fucking things where you have to look in the light to see the
Yeah,
picture.
yeah.
Well, you can get like prints. You can have them make keychains out of it.
Yeah.
They do all kinds of shit, and the kaleidoscope is one of the things. But it's like nobody really needs that shit anymore. We all have camera phones
Right.
now,
Yeah.
and the people that do it are paid entirely off commissions.
Ugh.
And it's like there's no way you're making a living doing this, dude.
Not
like
at all.
who
To
the
be in
fuck?
like your regular clothes and shit on the beach and be like, oh man,
Yeah.
I'm not even a lifeguard. I'm not even getting
Not even
lifeguard
a
pussy.
lifeguard. My dad is making
Oh my
me do
god,
this.
dude!
Perfect,
Look at
dude.
that.
Holy shit! I've never done that before.
I think you didn't even do it too.
Yeah, dude. It just
that was
happened.
magic.
You just got
Wow.
a halo for a
Oh,
second.
dude.
For the audience, Jimmy just
Dude,
he just
accidentally cracked out a giant smoke ring.
Dude, that
on
was
his
Just
dope.
manifested it. He didn't even blow it out.
we're a
He just
fucking
manifested
vaping
it.
podcast
Conjured it,
now,
dude.
dude. Fucking
Cloud chasing, yeah.
Cloud shaping.
Cloud chasing.
anything to make us stop talking about pyramid schemes, right? Illuminati, dude. They want me to get to the bottom of it, dude.
Yeah.
Thought you tricked me, dude. Show him a miracle. He'll
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah, dude. I've had a couple people who've like gotten into those weird like online businesses where you like set it up through the multi-level marketing company, and then you sell all of their shit on your own store page, and
Right.
it's like,
It's like
It's a fantastic idea from the company's standpoint.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's a zero risk investment.
Yeah.
but it's just like, oh man, it's just, man,
I feel bad.
people just get tricked.
But I mean, it's like the same shit with like fucking like these like people selling like tea on like Instagram and shit. Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like
It's the
or
same
all those
thing.
like beauty products and
Yeah,
shit
it's
that
like-
Instagram models post on their
yeah,
feeds.
it's like fucking like
different
fitness
'cause-
belts and shit. Like I don't.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
Spankies.
Yeah.
I feel bad that there's people that like the first person who created that was sitting there with the idea like we can just screw over all these people. Like,
Yeah.
it sucks. Like that's so shit.
I
All
have
of our
a great
customers
idea.
are idiots. Let's fuck them.
And the thing is, it's like if you get involved in one of those like business models, I was gonna call it a scheme, but I'm being polite because we're talking about multi-level marketing. That's
Yeah,
that's
Specifically.
specifically.
It's someone's feeding their kids somehow. I don't know.
You have-
Probably their second job.
You have to resolve yourself to being a douchebag in a way, because all the dudes on Facebook and like shit like that, they're always posting like rise and grind, dog. Made
Yeah.
like this one. First of all, they're always talking about how much money they're making, which is annoying.
Always, yeah.
And then you just have to hit random people up and be like, yo, I got this great business opportunity, bro. Like blah blah blah. It's like I know guys like that, and it's like
And
and
a lot of the people who are doing good are the ones who have like tricked a bunch of people to be under them.
that's literally it, man. It's a fucking Jesus, man. I just feel
No one
bad.
ever hits me up for their business opportunities, man. Like I'm like,
Yeah, dude, I've never been hit up like any like sexual way. I've never
Yeah,
been
it's
hit
like-
up like any like weird way.
me either, man. It's like,
You know, I'm like,
You never been hit up a sexual way ever?
Nah, dude, I'm just like out here, just just chilling.
Right.
No one's even trying to hit me up.
same.
No
dude, like-
businesses, no nothing.
No, dude. Any pyramid schemes? If you're out there,
Hit me up, dude.
Hit
I
him
just
up,
want a
dude.
friend.
he's interested in this
I want a
business
pen pal,
opportunity.
dude.
This
Yeah, man, like-
solid personal investment.
I got some free time during the day. If anybody just wants to talk,
Just hit me up.
I always feel bad. And the thing is, it's like you don't want to be like, hey, dude, I think this job that you're really stoked about might be a scam. I think it's a scam.
Yeah,
you don't want
I
to
mean-
say that because you'd be like, oh, you're just being a dick.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you don't want to be like
Wrong? Because that would suck. Because
It's
you are a
essentially
dick.
saying like, hey, you're an idiot.
right,
You know
that's
what I mean?
that's exactly what it is.
Like,
It
hey,
is.
hey, you're dumb.
Yeah.
But so is joining a pyramid scheme. That
Yeah,
also
it's like-
says
It
you're an
is,
idiot.
but like I don't know, man. Some people just have it rough.
Yeah, I mean, like,
My dad told me I was an idiot when I went to the meeting.
yeah,
He was like,
it's
I'm glad I had someone in my life to be like,
you're being tricked.
he was
I
like,
remember hearing like Cutco is a scam before like I even got a thing in the mail from them. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
They're getting everybody.
honestly, what doesn't, but I don't mind if you're just like that gullible or whatever to fall trap to it. But what really bothers me, what like gives me the fucking creeps, is the people out there who know exactly what it is
Yeah,
and make
Still
and
do
that's
it.
their business. Like that's their living.
yeah.
Screwing people.
but also they're so good at selling knives, dude. Like those people.
They are, and the thing about Cutco is the one redeeming quality about Cutco is it is a solid product.
Yeah,
Like
they
it's a
make
good
some-
product.
They make some good knives.
They're tight.
Even the shears. The shears are good.
The shears are good. That's how you make the wine keys, too.
Yeah.
They have the knives that never go dull, like some kind of technology. It's crazy.
It's
crazy.
I don't even know.
By the way, if you're looking to buy Cutco knives, email me.
Go to our store.
check out my
Lackin Studio.
Check out my
at the real Lee Clay.
link in bio.
Check out my online store. I'm bedazzling Cutco knives on my Etsy.
I don't know, man. It would be like if somebody came to me and was like, "Yo, Jim, your job's a scam," and I'd be like, "I don't know, fuck you, dude."
Right.
Yeah, I feel like the person's not even gonna want to listen to you after that. You tell them. That.
Right. It's like
So hear this though. The big giveaway was I was super high at the house and we were talking, and she said, "Yeah, so like they just promoted me to management." Which she's been working there a month, and she was like, "Yeah, they say it's like the fastest in the company," and I was like,
"That's good." She's been
like,
killing
probably
it.
tell everyone.
I was like, all right. This is sounding sketchier than before even.
I mean, she does good work, so.
And she was like, and so now basically like I'm in charge of like the advertising, and so like all the managers contribute to a pool for an advertising fund, and I was like, wait a second, the company makes you pay for their advertising?
I mean, they're putting in for a pool. So
Budget's tight.
yeah, budget is tight, and it's a small company.
It's a big. First of all, it's a big company. It's a huge company. First of all,
It's their Towson branch.
they're an insurance company. Like, there's no insurance companies like, we don't have that much money. It's like, then why would I get insurance? Like, dude, just don't get anything too serious because we can't.
Sounds like some fucking what's this, that Wolf of Wall Street type shit, man. It's like
A good rule of thumb is anytime you have a job where they say that you are paying them for something, that's a good rule of thumb to know that that's not a quality job.
Are you telling me?
You're supposed to pay your employer, right? $10 an hour?
What's the job? Yeah, that's what we agreed on.
How's she getting commission at this point if she's just paying for ads?
So basically, she pays for ads, and then whoever she recruits is now under her like recruitment umbrella, and then any sales they make, she gets a percentage off of.
But how is she getting these people? Through the ads, or are they?
I'm assuming she gets the people through the ads.
Yeah, they're just like on Career Builder.
Yeah.
Monster.
To go on fucking Craigslist, dude.
Dude, I don't know.
I don't understand
doing.
how she's making money.
Because okay, so basically,
so she's selling insurance.
So she's selling insurance. This is basically it's the same thing.
The ads aren't for the insurance; they're for getting people to get signed up underneath of you.
Yes, so that they can sell insurance. It's the recruitment aspect. Basically, the whole.
They promoted her to manager, and now she has to find her own team using her own money.
Yes, but that's how you make. Okay, exactly, dude.
You gotta spend money to make money.
You gotta spend money to make money, man.
Basically, what I'm trying to say is that's the whole model of the pyramid scheme. They realize that a person only has so much within their circle of people that they can reach out to actually sell to. And so once you've exhausted that,
it's like, we've tapped her dry.
Immediate
friends and family.
Once you've exhausted that, the only way that you have to make money is to recruit other people to sell, and then you make percentage off of their sales. So then you basically tap into 10 more people, and then they get to exhaust their circle of people. And then once they've exhausted their circle of people, they can sell that
to be managers.
Exactly. And then you also, so these companies exist.
So wait, how many managers are there?
Probably
Thousands.
A lot.
Yeah. Everyone is a manager. If you don't even work there, you're a manager.
I think I'm a manager, dude. Yeah. But like the thing is, these marketing companies exist for like basically it's like a third party company who does marketing, I think, for the mainstream company. Like for instance, remember Jonah? He was doing that for like for AT&T. Basically, these are people that already have the insurance plan, or in Jonah's case, they already had the phone plan, and then his job was to be a salesman to upsell them.
His job was to break people's phones.
It's just like throwing water on their pockets.
But so these companies, so like basically these are people who already hold life insurance plans that like they get leads and they go out and like try to upsell them on better life insurance plans.
Good.
But the thing is, every person I've ever met who is involved in that type of business modeling, they're all douchebags.
Yeah, they're
they all have that. They all flaunt how much money they make. First of all, that's like their main.
They're racking, man. Like they're.
dude, they're making like
They're managers. Like, they're like I got
You don't
some
understand.
fastest in the company, bro.
Yeah.
Me and my team.
They all have used old nice cars.
Yeah,
like
it's-
the guy, her boss yesterday that was at Seasons.
They all have 2008 BMWs. Like, it's like,
Dude, the guy had a 2014 BMW leased.
Yeah.
I was like,
Leased
who-
from what? CarMax?
Yeah, exactly. Had a good car.
yeah, it was his
support.
mom's. Like he's just like,
Yeah, I'm leasing it from my dad.
yeah.
They all have that. So the girl had a recruitment event at Seasons yesterday, and she forgot. She told me she was like, I'm gonna have this recruitment event at Seasons on Wednesday. So you know,
You should come.
yeah, of
She was
course.
inviting you to,
Exactly.
to get recruited.
exactly. She was like, we're having this event, but you gotta get dressed up if you're coming. It's like a nice event, and I was like, if I come, I'm wearing a white T-shirt, black jeans, and flip flops.
And they will
So did you
absolutely
come?
hire you.
And so I was
real,
kidding
dude.
around. I
You're
was
a
kidding
manager.
around.
Yeah. You're a manager already.
Your management material,
Yeah.
buddy. I like your style.
Yeah, you start recruiting a team.
Fastest in the company.
Wow. So I'm fucking joking around. Like, I'm going to show up. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not planning on coming. Anyway, that morning I'm sitting in the studio and hits me up. He's like, yo, free food at Seasons 2 to 4. You down? And I was
Hey.
like, hell yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
Completely.
You completely forgot what it was. It's like, yeah, is there a game or something? What's going on? I'm
So I text Sean and I'm like,
gonna get my flip flops. I'm gonna get my white T-shirt.
Yeah, where's my black
dude, the
jeans
thing
at?
is, I was not even wearing that. I was wearing black track pants, a white T-shirt with a hoodie, and these slippers. I fucking,
yeah.
I fucking walk in the back door, and it's all these
Like
suited
you're
up
about to
people.
take a nap.
The waiters are seated up, and she just looks at me. She's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And I was like, "Oh no!" I'm like, the thing is like, I thought I was kidding when I said I was gonna do that. But I wasn't kidding.
Yeah, you did a
I
word.
actually did that.
Oh man.
Dude, but yeah, it was, I don't know, man, but like all of them were just like, they just looked they just looked so like dressed up and shit, and I was like, you fucking guys, dude.
Did you know anyone there besides those guys?
No.
It was like the graduate class of like 2014.
I don't even know what the fuck it was.
high school
dude.
graduate class.
I don't know, dude. It's whatever. I mean, look, at the end of the day, apparently they're making good money, so, and said it best. He was like, you know what, dude, if it turns out to be a scheme, she's making good money right now, and so like the minute it stops being lucrative, she can stop. Like, she was bartending before that, so like
Yeah.
you know, you make a little bit more money right now, and then at worst case scenario, you just go back to what you're already doing. But in the
Right.
meantime, you've made more money.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, fuck it.
I mean, she's a manager, dude.
Pyramid
Like,
schemes are a
she's-
good idea.
She's
I
on
think
her
you should try
grind.
Yeah. On the
Hashtag grind
fast
life.
track.
Yeah.
Whatever, man.
I've never seen anyone become a manager that fast, honestly.
Neither has that company.
Yeah. So
Yeah, lighter again, by the way.
Dude, that chair is squeaking. You gotta get some
Dude,
yeah, it
WD-40
is.
Every
or
chair I've
some shit.
ever had sucks. But this one's the best I've had out of all the chairs. Because this one has all of its wheels.
hey, nothing wrong with that.
Dude, that's what you need.
And the other one's just sitting outside right now. I feel like I should get rid of that. I wonder if Miss Munn's like, is he using that as an outdoor chair? What the fuck is wrong with him?
I mean, it's like a lawn chair. It's like that. Lawn
There's
chair
two
is-
lawn chairs and a computer chair outside.
There's lawn chair. That lawn chair is missing wheels.
I get all my chairs at Goodwill. This one was $10, so I think it was like the most expensive thing in the store.
Shit.
I'm pretty sure that couch is from Goodwill.
Hey.
But that is actually probably one of the best couches I've ever owned.
Yeah, it's a good couch.
It's
I've
really
good
comfortable,
couch.
I've
dude.
sat on this couch a couple times.
Very nice. Very comfy if you lie down on it.
Yeah.
And I fucking broke out the kerosene heater for the first time
Mm.
this week. It's got that, like, dude, when I light it up, it just has that, like, classic
Kerosene
studio, like, which I've
Just smells like
attributed
the studio,
to the
though.
studio. Yeah, it smells like the studio,
Yeah.
which I think smells like,
Carbon
like,
monoxide.
yeah, just something about it. You just kind of
Just, you know,
zone out, just
Your
slip
mind just
away.
goes blank.
Yeah, dude, but I like it, dude. That thing fucking pumps out heat. But
Yeah, it'll get cold, man. It'll get cold.
Dude, I think it's gonna be a bad winter this year.
dude, it's been a bad summer. Like in terms of like
Heat-wise, yeah.
we've had
And length.
more. Have we ever had this many hurricanes before?
Oh man. don't think since Hurricane Chris dropped A Baby.
Hey, baby. There's a lot, dude. I feel like every fucking day is like a new fucking hurricane. It's like, Jesus Christ.
One just hit Ireland, right?
No.
So
Hurricanes happen in Ireland?
Category 3.
it's an island, man.
But it's so
tropical,
far
dude.
north. Tropical.
Not for real. Look it up. Look it.
Look it up.
What is it called? Hurricane Patrick or something? Better be called Hurricane Patrick.
No.
Where did it hit in Ireland?
Ophelia.
Ophelia?
Hurricane Ophelia. That's a pretty Irish name.
Spooky name, dude. SOS alert, dude.
That's just crazy to me, dude. Does that happen up there?
Where's
I think
where's
this
it
is
gonna
the first. I think this is the first East Atlantic hurricane in the last couple of a long time.
So do you think that's like a direct that's what I'm thinking, like the climate's definitely got to be changing, right? Unless this is something
changing.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's gonna ruin the next season of Game of Thrones possibly.
Yeah, dude.
Also, I got mad peeps over there.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, you've been over there a bunch.
Wait, have you actually?
You have family over there?
Nah, I went over there. Well, my cousin was there for a minute, but yeah, I was
Why?
over there just like chilling. Did some comedy there.
What's it like? Is it like America at all? Or?
I mean, like it's chill. It's like UK, you know. It's like
I feel like Ireland's one of the dopest countries.
yeah, it's cool as shit. Like
Super rebellious, dude.
Everyone that I met was like super fucking cool. I was hanging out in Belfast, in, like Northern Ireland.
Which is a different country.
Yeah, it's a different country.
Because Northern Ireland is part of the UK, but regular Ireland was like, yo, fuck the UK.
It's the Republic.
Also, Ireland up into the 90s, they didn't have like, you know how most countries have like a extradition clause where like if you commit a crime and then you flee to that country, they'll extradite you back to your country. Ireland didn't with the United States. They were like serial killer. There was a serial killer that just went to Ireland in like the early 90s, and Ireland refused to extradite him back. Yeah. It's like, holy shit, dude. You guys do not fucking play. I don't think Russia does, do they?
I don't know.
They probably don't.
Well, yeah,
because
Snowden, right? Snowden went to Russia.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like Russia gets a bad. I feel like Russia's got to be a cool country.
It might be chill. I don't know.
They're like the craziest white people, Russians. They like fucking, they go ham.
I don't know.
I would like to go.
Yeah, dude. There's no coast in Russia, so it's just all middle of America,
right?
With a fucking
and
Slavic
it's
accent.
With fucking tigers and fucking like nuclear grounds.
True.
I don't understand why they're
Chernobyl
considered a
and shit.
European country.
Most of Russia isn't habited.
Yeah.
Really?
Siberian shit.
Yeah, it's like fucking snow and shit.
And also, like, a lot of Russia
Forest.
is like fucking mountainy too, right?
Yeah,
it's like where it hits Kazakhstan. It's like the
Kazakhstan's a cool country.
The hills, man.
Caustic Mountains or whatever.
Yeah, you want to be up in those hills.
Yeah, dude, hills have eyes, baby. Dude, that's the thing. Fucking Evan, my roommate now, Evan Donahue.
Nice.
Him and our other roommate are going camping this weekend, and they're going all the way out to West Virginia. And I'm like, dude.
I mean, like, some people swear by West Virginia, man.
West Virginia's dope.
Kim Ambrose swears by West Virginia.
I drove through West Virginia going to like a ski thing for like a Boy Scout trip when I was younger. And I just remember driving through West Virginia like in the middle of the night. There are no street lamps. Like there's a fucking school bus stop in front of every house because they're so far apart.
Yeah.
And dude, it's just creepy. It just all looks like Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, I don't like driving through West Virginia, man.
Even Western Maryland's like that, but Morgantown is dope. Where
Dude, Western Maryland, like, it's fucking crazy. Yeah. Stopped at like a rest stop restaurant on the way to Chicago. I thought I was in West Virginia. It was fucking.
Yeah, dude.
There's no worse, in my opinion. Is like the deepest South I've experienced. And I'm not like a traveled person by any standards, but when we were driving down New Orleans, we went all through like West Virginia, Virginia, Tennessee,
talking about New
Alabama,
Orleans?
Georgia. Dude, the deepest South, like in terms of like talking differently culture, was like Southern Virginia, dude. Southwestern Virginia, right before you get to Tennessee. I couldn't even fucking understand what they were saying, dude. I ran out of gas down there and literally like on the interstate, and it was like 8 in the morning or
You
something.
ran out of gas?
You ran out of gas like twice on that trip.
I ran out of gas and got pulled over twice on that trip. Just on the way down, dude. But it's an 18-hour drive. So
but how did you run out of gas?
because dude, I've ran out of gas a lot. I've ran out of gas
Not good for your car, man.
at
Like,
least
that's
8
really
times.
bad.
Well, that car's totaled now.
It doesn't happen anymore. It's not a problem.
Or it might just be out of gas. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, damn.
But no, dude, I don't know. It's like the thing is, I ran out of gas all the time because I would see my
That breaks my heart.
I
my
would
favorite movie franchise is Fast and the Furious.
those dudes never ran out of gas, dude.
Jimmy
I'm a
lives
real
his life
petrol
1 mile
head.
at a
That's what they
time.
call it.
Literally, I
In the
just
UK.
see it. I just see the E on my like screen, and I'm like, that's a myth, dude. Everybody knows you have at least 45 miles
That
left
is
when it
not
says
true.
when
At
it
least
says-
45 minutes.
when your gas
light
light comes on, that just
Yeah.
means think about it. Think about it. Put it on your schedule. But
Put
dude,
it on your schedule.
but my new car, the gas thing doesn't even work. The needle just doesn't work. It literally says full up until you're out of gas, and then it just hits E.
I like that.
It's almost like a joke.
I like this is how your new car is running. It's like it knows how you are, so it's like keep
It's
this
like
motherfucker guessing.
full, broken down. Okay, that's what you wanted, right? We're on the same page, dude. I hate smart cars. but the thing is, I've never ran out of gas with that car except for the first time I drove it. I picked it up at the auction, and they were like, all right, so it's gonna be $350 to tag and title your car here. And I was like, that's a lot, dude. And then I was
How
like,
much?
350,
350?
which isn't a lot.
Yeah.
Because I was like, and then I like looked on my phone. It was like, but if I do it at the MVA, it's only like 300. So I was like, $50, but it didn't have plates. And I was like, so like, could I technically register this at the MVA? And they were like, yeah, but your car doesn't have tags. And I was like, but if I were to like drive it to the MVA, would you guys care? And she was like, it's your car now. I don't care what you do.
Right.
And I was like, okay, cool. But then I was driving with no fucking plates on
Dirty as fuck.
dude, and my car just runs out of gas.
Good.
Because I was like, oh, they sell the cars with no gas. That makes sense. And so I'm fucking out of gas on I-95
With no plates.
with no plates, and I'm like, dude, this is the worst.
Yeah.
And that was the last time I ran out of gas, dude. Actually, no, that's not the last time I ran out of gas.
Oh boy.
There was one other time I ran out of gas with this car, but I don't think it counts.
It
I don't think
kinda does.
it. Well,
Anytime
think about.
you-
Hear me out. I was driving up the hill to my apartment, and as I was driving up the hill, like in the parking lot,
Oh, the gas ran to the back.
it ran out of gas, and my car just like stopped going up the hill, and I was like,
What kind of car is it?
it's an Oldsmobile Aurora, 2003.
So, like the gas probably ran to the back.
Yeah.
Either that or it just ran out because I couldn't start it up again once. Basically, I got up halfway to the hill and I was like, well, I could just... and then the car just stopped moving and I just slowly backed it into a spot and it was there.
That happens with like especially like old American. Like it'll, like the way that the tanks are, like it'll run to the back. Like if you're going uphill, I guess it could possibly happen to every car, but I've heard that with like trucks and shit. Like the gas will run to the back and like then you have to like push it uphill, like either turn it around and like get it downhill so that, like the gas will.
Dude, it literally, like, in my opinion, if I made it to my house and it was in a spot, I don't think that should count because I'm home. My car is now just at home, and I just got to put gas in it.
What happened the next day? You had to put.
So that night, I immediately I was like, all right, well, I have to figure this out.
Yeah.
So I put some gas. I have a gas can in my trunk, and of course that wasn't
You
full
have
because
to.
I used it last time I ran out of gas.
Also, you shouldn't drive around with a full gas can. That is true. If someone rear ends you, you are done.
But then it's like, what's the point, dude? If I'm gonna have a gas can in my car with no gas, it's like, why do I have a gas can?
Man,
Why do I need it? Now I just have a
guess.
can. of no gas.
Yeah.
So I fucking put it in my car, and it still wasn't enough. And this guy was walking up the hill like a traveler guy. He looked like a traveler guy. Maybe he just lived there. I don't know.
Anybody walking looks like
He was walking up the hill. He was like, "You need help?" And I was like, "Nah, dude." He's like, "Nah, you look like you need help." And then he helped me push the car out. And I was like driving down the hill and it still wasn't started. And I was like, I got an idea. I'm going to fucking roll the engine over. So I just let it go neutral as fast as I could down the hill. And then just fucking turned the ignition. It went. And then I fucking coasted the gas station, dude.
All you have to do is get down that hill, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to write that off as.
Yeah, you didn't run out of gas.
I didn't run out of gas.
You were just very low.
And that guy didn't help you.
Yeah, that guy really didn't.
Yeah, it was weird because then he was walking home and I was like, "Yo, you need a ride?" And he was like, "Nah, I'm good, man."
It's like,
And I
"Nah,
was
I'm
like-
home, baby."
Yeah, he's like, "Dude, how many times I have to tell you I'm not a traveler? I'm your neighbor."
You saw me walk down out of my driveway. Like my door's still open.
I just saw you pushing your car around the parking lot. I thought I'd help you. Yeah, dude. I don't know. You might have thought it was weird. You know, like, dude, this guy pretended to be out of gas so you could fucking abduct me.
This dude is gonna throw me.
I'm gonna
in his
go
trunk.
confront him. This guy's trying to abduct me.
That's what you do,
nice
man.
to
If
him.
you think someone's being nefarious, like call it out. Whenever I see someone like walking downtown, I take my wallet out of my pocket. I say, "Here's my wallet. It's in my hand. If anyone wants to rob me." No one tries to rob me.
I bet, dude. I that's got to be intimidating too. Like you don't want to. You as a robber, I'm imagining you don't want to fuck with anybody who looks like they're not just immediately just gonna hand it over. Dude.
Right, so
You're not
And
looking
that's
for a
half
fucking.
the fun, not
Right.
like not knowing what they have.
Yeah, you
so
want to see
like
the fear levels, right?
Like I'm doing this new podcast called In the Pocket.
Full
Yeah,
circle.
whenever someone tries to rob me, I just start telling them about what I got going on.
Bring out your fucking recorder.
Yeah, I'm like, "What's up with you, man?"
Yeah, most of the time they steal the recorder. Too,
yeah, they always
mainly
take
just
my
a recap. It's just a recap podcast.
Yeah, I have to wait
And
till
I jam
I get home.
underneath of it. Oh shit. I feel like we could probably wrap this up and maybe jam a little bit.
Oh, yeah,
I feel
let's
like
do
that'll
it.
be fun.
Yeah, dude. Let's do it. I
What's
got
all your
my-
social shit?
At the Real Lee Clay on Twitter, Instagram. Check out my website, LeelandClayton.com. That'll have dates up there. Any audio shit that I'm working on, like photography, videography that I'm working on, it'll be up there. I'll start posting like a blog soon, so you guys can keep track of my whereabouts and my travels, and all the funny stories that take place if I take trips or if I just trip, you know.
Oh. And then In the Pocket with Jordan Levine.
In the Pocket with
When
Jordan
can we
Levine.
expect those episodes to be out to the public, dude?
We want to get a couple more in the pocket. and then we'll release. I'll keep everybody posted. Just keep following my my Instagram and Twitter and shit.
You should just start using In the Pocket a bunch to describe shit so
Dude,
that people
yeah.
have it on the mind.
Your
and
fucking
then-
Yeah.
catchphrase, dude.
Goddamn right.
Oh shit. So this is gonna be out Monday, right?
Yeah, Monday. Unless I actually
Okay.
stick to the schedule I told myself I would, in which case it'll be out on Saturday or Sunday.
Oh
Dope.
fuck yeah! If anybody listens to this, come to the Wind Up Space on October 26th. It's Thursday.
Dope.
Hey.
They have a dope show going right now. On the lineup, there's myself, my man Matt Brown will be there. Valence Michael will be there. I'm hoping to get a couple more people.
Dope.
There's gonna be a showcase and then an open mic after. So if any comics hear this, like, come get some time.
Nice.
Also, November 16th, come see me at Magoobies. I'll be featuring for Gilbert Gottfried.
Nice. Is that your
Wow.
first feature?
Yeah, it's gonna be
there?
my first feature there.
Dope.
Yeah,
That's
I'm really
awesome.
excited about it.
That's
Gilbert
sick.
Godfrey, dude. Nice.
Yeah. That's my impression of it.
that's a good one.
Thank you.
Quality, dude. What you got
Um,
coming up, dude?
I got, if you're listening to this right when it comes out, I'm going to be at the Auto Bar on the Wednesday,
Oh.
25th or 6th.
Yeah, 25th.
And then on Friday, I'll be at the Motor House in Baltimore. Both kind of in the same area. If you live in the city,
Yeah,
they're very
close.
close to each other. But yeah,
Come
That's
do
about
some
it.
time on the 26th.
Yeah, and I'll be at the auto bar too, or
yeah.
wind up space.
Hell yeah.
I'll get that right all in the same area.
Yep.
So if you're in that area, you'll see us.
Damn, guys, I'm not playing in Baltimore anytime soon. I'm playing in Bel Air, I guess.
It's a B.
Yeah.
Big trip with the family. Playing at Black Eyed Susie's on October 28th. It's a Saturday. It's actually a nice place. It's a really nice place. I know I'm not doing a good job of convincing you to come.
You sound so sad about where you're going to be.
Like, everybody listening to this is like, I'm definitely not going to this. First of all, I wasn't going to in the first place, but definitely not now. So, yeah, at Jimmy Selesky on Twitter, at LFTS Podcast on everything.
Check out Laughable.
Check
It's
out
a dope
Laughable.
app.
It is. It's on
Find us on there.
it's on iOS.
Subscribe.
Index for comedians. Definitely subscribe. Good fun. It's a good thing. I like it.
They're good guys.
Shouts out Ned McKinney.
Peace.
Until next week.
I know what you like, don't you try to lie. Can't see without the lights, I know what you try to hide. I'll make you feel alive, even though I wanna die. Look into my eyes and say I've seen too many cry. Listen, I know what you want from me, I know. So I don't know why you want to